All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this session of the Illinois Association for College Admissions Counseling. I just have a few different reminders for you before we kick off tonight's event. The first one being on how to ask questions, because those are super important throughout tonight's event to learn a little bit more about some of our institutions. So how do I ask questions? You'll utilize that Q&A box at the very bottom of your Zoom window. So you may be familiar with the chat feature, but the Q&A feature will go directly to our university representatives. And then your camera and microphone are muted during this presentation. So that will be the only way to communicate with our university reps. If you have any questions, whether that be a specific question for one university or a general question to the audience. So you'll be able to enter in those questions at any time. And I encourage you to enter those questions as we move throughout the duration of tonight's event. And then just a reminder that this event will continue tomorrow with some more universities. So be sure to sign up for future events, whether that be tomorrow's event or sometime later on throughout the springtime. And finally, our recordings will be available on our website within the next few days on the same website that you use to register for tonight's event. So if you need to go back and look at any slides or grab any kind of contact information, those slides will be available for you to refer back to. And without further ado, I will turn off my screen share and I will pass it over to Adam at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Adam Britton. I'm an Assistant Director of Admissions with the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. And just wanted to share some housekeeping things with the University of Nebraska. We're actually the smallest public institution in the Big Ten, which is kind of a unique position to be in because we're actually in one of the largest college towns in the country. And so overall, about 21,000 undergraduate students at Nebraska. And Lincoln, as of this recent census, was right at about 300,000 people. So kind of a big little town is what we like to call it. Students have everything that they need in terms of grocery stores, restaurants, entertainment, and overall employment, internship, and career exploration opportunities. But we're also the land grant flagship university in the Big Ten, or in the state of Nebraska as well. And so what's really exciting about that is our research is changing the world. And throughout the COVID pandemic, our research and our faculty and staff have really been at the forefront of helping with vaccine research, helping mitigate spread, and overall being a worldwide leader in a variety of different medical avenues. Campus is situated right in the heart of downtown Lincoln, so students are very accessible to a lot of different things. They're able to navigate campus pretty easily, but it's also a transportation hub as well. Students, no matter where they're coming from throughout Illinois, are able to land in Lincoln through Amtrak, Megabus, driving and flying. And then overall, students are really in the geographical center part of the country, so they're able to get anywhere that they're looking to get to. But at the same time, they're also able to pursue a variety of different fields. Most of our students comprise our two biggest colleges at Nebraska, our College of Business and our College of Engineering. We have about 150 total programs that students can pursue, and overall about 500 different student organizations that students can pursue outside of their studies. So students are really able to find a lot of opportunities in their career field, but also have a lot of fun along the way. We're an NCAA Division I university, and so college athletics is a huge part of student life at Nebraska, whether you're attending a football or a volleyball game, or just being able to be active on campus through a variety of different intramural team sports that also get to travel the country. So pretty exciting overall. This is a really good shot at campus. You'll see the building right in the center there is our College of Business. This little kind of staple right at the bottom of this picture is the top of our library. Just very iconic, architectural buildings on campus that really make navigating campus very easy from one end to the other. Prized between our College of Business, our College of Engineering, and our College of Education and Human Sciences, we've put almost $300 million into new facilities Again, our College of Business in this picture here was completed in fall of 2017. Our College of Engineering is undergoing a completely new renovation and then a brand new building that will open up in fall of 2023. And then our College of Education Human Sciences is ready to open up in about a year for a new building as well. So we're really excited that not only are students able to learn from world-renowned faculty and staff, but they're also able to take advantage of modern 21st century technology and facilities that really have elevated the programs really well in recent years. A lot of our students are able to pursue a variety of different internship and career opportunities, again, across a multitude of different fields. A lot of our students are getting opportunities in Silicon Valley out in California, working for Google. They're going up to Washington, working for Microsoft. Chicago Tribune right here in Chicagoland is a fantastic employer for a lot of our journalism students. And then Omaha, which is about 45 minutes away, is home to several Fortune 200 companies, Kiewit company, and then Union Pacific Railroad as well, hiring a lot of our engineers and overall construction management majors as well. And then some of our most proud organizations and companies that were founded by Husker grads in their dorm room, Huddle, a lot of great alumni work for Arch Rival and really catapulted a world-renowned marketing research company. And then Nelnet is also headquartered in Lincoln, just a world-renowned student loan servicer as well. So what's really unique for this current fall 2021 term is that we are test optional for admission scholarships, and the test optional piece for admission is something that we're continuing for the fall 2022 term. This was something that we were really proud about before the pandemic hit, and then it became even more important when students were really impacted. Scholarships piece is something that we're still waiting to hear back officially for fall 2022. But it's something that we're very optimistic about. And then also potentially continuing the admissions test optional process for fall 23 as well. But please stay tuned for that. But students can apply through Common App, through our own admissions website, and find a variety of resources on our admissions.unl.edu page. We also have a scholarship estimator that students can view on our website, which will list all of our out-of-state, Illinois-specific non-resident scholarships, and students are automatically reviewed for merit scholarships, which are 4-year awards, on average about $13,000 to $15,000 per year for 4 years. Here's our visit link, which has a lot of videos at campus, and then a lot of opportunities for students to visit campus and then connect with us one-to-one. And then lastly, I just wanted to showcase one of my favorite spots on campus is Pinnacle Bank Arena. We're in the midst of basketball season and something that we're really looking forward to down the road. And then I'll also include my contact information. You can send us an email at admissions.unl.edu. And then also my phone number. Feel free to contact me if you guys need anything. And with that, I will pass it over to our next guest.
Awesome. Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it. And we will pass it over to Washington State.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kim Delacruz Kelly, and I'm with Washington State University. As you can see on my slide here, we actually have 6 different campuses across the state of Washington. Today, I'm going to focus our presentation on our Pullman campus on the eastern side of Washington. It is our largest campus and our residential campus as well. Something cool, a unique fact about me is I'm also a Coug alum, so I also know what it's like to be a student, and now I'm here supporting students. I lived in Pullman for a total of 9 years, so lots of different tips and tricks I could give you as your admissions counselor I get to work with all of our students coming from Illinois. A little bit about our Pullman campus. So it's located in Pullman, Washington. It's one of the true remaining college towns in the nation. What's really cool about a college town is that you're going to be going to school with a lot of folks who are going through the same phase of life as you. I know this picture right here may look a little scary. We are a rural campus, but hopefully you're not too intimidated. In my next slide, I'm going to show you a different way, or a lot of different ways that we help students build community at WSU. A little bit about Pullman, again, small college town, so about 34,000 people live in Pullman. About 2/3 of that population are students who attend WSU. So again, you're truly surrounded by a lot of students who are also in that same phase of life as you, pursuing their degree. We do have about 5,000 new students to campus every year at our Pullman campus, but we do not sacrifice your student classroom experience. Our student to faculty ratio is 16:1. About 80% of our courses are 50 or less students. About 60% of our courses are 30 or less students. And you get to experience those small classroom sizes at our large institutions starting your freshman year and throughout the time that you're at WSU. There are some statistics on this slide as well, but I think the most important thing here is this picture of a community. So I told you I was a Cougar alum. This is where I found my home away from home. It was through a club. It was called Hawaii Club. But every student on campus is able to find their niche, right? They're able to find a community that they're able to kind of find that family away from home and really build a community and network of support in Pullman. We do that in a lot of different ways at WSU. We do have a freshman live-in rule. So students are engaging with folks starting that first time you're on campus, living on campus. We are a Pac-12 Division I school. So sporting events, maybe you're getting to know folks with that same sport that you love, or maybe it's through student entertainment, through one of the 400 different clubs that we have. About 1 in every 5 students at WSU is involved in Greek life. So we do have a lot of fraternities and sororities on campus and lots of different other ways for you to get involved. So again, Pullman, rural area may seem a little scary, but lots of different ways for you to build community at WSU. We do have over 200 fields of study at WSU. I'll drop a few links in the chat after I'm done today. Some of the popular majors at WSU include anything that's engineering or architecture, business, communications, and then we have a lot of popular pre-health science pathways such as pre-pharmacy, pre-nursing, and pre-veterinary medicine. If I didn't mention a major that you're interested in, it doesn't mean that we don't have it. We probably do, and I'd love to talk to you more about that after my presentation. We are a Tier 1 R1 research institution. That means that we have a lot of research opportunities that are also available to undergraduate students at WSU. Because most of our students at WSU are undergraduate students pursuing their first bachelor's degree, it's not uncommon for students to be able to participate in this type of research starting their sophomore or junior year in college. We also have a bunch of study abroad opportunities available once travel is safe again, of course. If you're currently doing great things in high school, you're taking AP classes, maybe IB classes, maybe you're taking college in the high school right now, we are able to award you WSU credits for those courses. We just need to know that you've taken them. And the test scores that you've gotten in those different classes. Maybe a large institution is kind of scary for you. It's a little intimidating. The WSU Honors College is a really great way for you to attend a large institution like WSU and still be in those small classroom sizes of 10 to 25 students. All majors are compatible with our Honors College, and you're able to pay the same tuition and no additional cost to be a part of our Honors College. So it's a really great opportunity for students who are interested in that pathway. If you take an AP or honors track your entire high school, this might be a really great opportunity for you. At WSU, we do have specific scholarships reserved for our out-of-state students. We have 2 scholarships, the Cougar Award and Distinguished Cougar Award, specifically for out-of-state freshmen, so students who are currently in high school starting in the fall. And then we have a Cougar Award for transfer students, for students who have at least 1 year's worth of transfer credit, which is about 27 semester hours. If you are in the GPA thresholds that are in the slide there, then you're automatically considered and then automatically awarded for those scholarships at the time of application. So if you are interested in WSU, if anything that I've said has gotten you interested in WSU, these are 3 things you can do for our seniors. Please do them now. Typically, our priority deadline is January 31st every application year. This year, we've actually extended our application for freshmen to March 15th. And for transfers, we've extended it to July 15th. So lots of, it's not too late to apply to WSU if you are a senior. If you're a junior, sophomore, or freshman, you're still able to learn more about WSU and apply with us. Something to note is that we have our own individual application, so we're not on the Common App, and so you'll want to go to apply.wsu.edu to apply to WSU. This year for fall 2021, we are test blind, meaning we are not looking at test scores. For fall 2022 and beyond, we're still not sure yet. We're going to be able to share more about that starting this summer. Okay, so again, my name is Kim Dela Cruz Kelly. I'm with Washington State University. Here's my contact information. There's a QR code in the bottom there. If you're interested in learning more, please go ahead and scan that and fill out that form. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Cam. Appreciate it. And we will go on to our next presenter. If you want to share your screen from Maine. Awesome.
Can you all hear me and see?
We can.
Perfect. So my name is Elizabeth Allaby. I'm an admissions counselor with Maine Maritime Academy, and I'm really excited to share about this very special college in the middle of the coast in Maine. We are a small campus, about 1,000 students, and as you can see in this picture right here, we are directly on the water. So keep that in mind as I sort of tell you a little bit more about Maine Maritime Academy. We offer 4 areas, primary areas of study in engineering, specifically marine engineering, as well as transportation, marine transportation, management, international business, and logistics. And last would be our ocean studies program. So we have a very maritime heavy focus, as our name implies. So it's pretty special that we are steps away from the ocean and from a large fleet of vessels that are basically at our students' disposal. So though we only have those 4 areas of study, we have 23 different degree programs, so you can sort of specialize within those different fields. Like I mentioned, we're a small school, about 950 undergraduates. We do have 1 master's program in the international business and logistics. So some of our students who ship out as marine engineers or deck officers like to pursue that as a transition back onto land. What sort of sets us apart as well is that we offer 7 different professional licenses embedded within all of our different programs, 5 of which are from the Coast Guard. So the majority of our students are getting some sort of extra licensure from the Coast Guard, typically to operate any size vessel in any waters all over the world. So our students really wind up in the 4 corners of the earth by the time that they graduate. Because we're small, we're able to offer a very small student to faculty ratio. So if you want to have an experience in which you really get to know your professors, they're going to know you by name, they're going to know if you've done your homework, and I really encourage you to check out a smaller school like ours. We do have a variety of different varsity sports. We're a Division III school, 15 different sports teams, 7 women's, 8 men's, including sailing. And like I mentioned, down at our waterfront, we have over 60 training, research, and pleasure vessels that in essence are at our students' disposal. So that way they are able to get that hands-on experience and that skill set they need in their maritime careers and related fields. There are quite a few different student-driven clubs and organizations. So although we're small, there's sort of a lot to do, from the Woodsman Club to scuba to the yacht club to yoga, or to take your pick. And if it doesn't already exist, it's pretty simple to get a brand new club started. And like I mentioned, we're a pretty small coastal campus. The majority of our students, about 2/3, are in what's called the Regiment of Midshipmen. So those marine engineers and marine transportation students who are getting the unlimited licenses from the Coast Guard, it's a requirement to be in this regiment. So in order to get those Coast Guard licenses, basically we have to treat our students how the students at the Coast Guard Academy are treated. So although they're in uniform, they are not going into any branch of the military when they graduate, unless they make that choice for themselves. We do have a naval and a marine option ROTC unit, as well as Coast Guard officer candidate school, and there's also an option to go into the Naval Reserve. But the majority of our students that you see in uniform go on to work into the commercial industry. All of our classes are very hands-on. They are geared at experiential learning, so that way by the time you leave our school, all of the skills that you need to succeed as a global leader are really muscle memory. So we have a variety of labs that service both our ocean studies students all the way to our transportation and our engineering students. So anything that you do or you hear out of a textbook or in a lecture, chances are really good that you're going to go then put that skill, that concept into practice the very next day. One other piece I wanted to point out, our school is atypical. We do not have very many options to travel abroad during the semester, although I would say that most of our students, especially those in the regiment getting those unlimited licenses, when they go out on our training ship for 2 of their 3 summers, they're typically going across the Atlantic and hitting up different foreign ports in Europe. We didn't get to go last summer, but we've got a really good plan in place to catch everybody up so they can get their necessary sea time. For other students who aren't necessarily going to be on that large training ship, really the sky is the limit. Some of our students who study marine biology and oceanography wind up on research vessels in Alaska, in the Antarctic. Some of our business students wind up in, companies all over the world. sort of just depends on where you want to go while you're here with us in cruises, catching, and internships, and when you go on to graduate. We are a small school, and sort of because of that, we have such a close-knit alumni network. Part of that feeds into this pretty stellar statistic that over 90% of our students are employed in their field within 90 days of graduation. And this is a small selection of some of the companies that our students have gone on to both intern for and then go on to work for when they graduate. So things like Amazon, Tesla, Hewitt, Carnival, Crowley, Transocean, Jackson Lab, that's a local lab in Maine, things like that. So our Career Services Center does a really great job at partnering you with opportunities to get to know the professional world from freshman year. We have a career fair that involves about 80 to 90 different companies depending on the year. So just keep that in mind. We're a small school, but we really stick with you for quite a long time, and we're working to ensure that you get that dream job when you graduate. Like I mentioned, we do offer some different NCAA Division III sports as well as our sailing team. So if you're interested in any of those, I encourage you to check out marinersports.org. The things that our student athletes do are pretty remarkable, and I think it's really a cool experience that you get to play your sport while you still go to college. And one thing I wanted to do is, very often folks in the Midwest haven't really heard about Maine Maritime Academy. I myself am originally from Indiana, and I wish I had known that colleges like this existed. They're very special and unique. We're one of 7 maritime academies throughout the US. So if you have any interest in being in the water, on the water, working in the maritime industry, at the ocean, working with vessels, I really encourage you to check us out. For a small school, we do a lot of big things. You can contact me at admissions@mma.edu. I can put my personal email in the chat if you're interested. We're still accepting applications at this time, so just feel free to inquire about that. Thank you so much for your time. Have a good one.
Thanks so much, and we will pass it over to our next presenter, Tyler from Lewis University.
Hello, everybody. My name is Tyler Olson. I am a freshman admissions counselor at Lewis University. We are about 30 minutes south of Chicago in Illinois, roughly about 30 miles or so south. So we are a mid-size, if it'll go for me, there we go, mid-size university with about 6,400 students enrolled within Lewis. Out of that 6,400, we have about 4,200 undergrad students within our programs here. So average class size is about 23 to 25 students per classroom. We like to keep it small. That way you are a little bit more engaged within your classrooms. You get to have that one-on-one attention with your professor a little bit more. We are a liberal arts school, which we focus a lot within humanities. One of the big things that Lewis really emphasizes as we come to our campus is we focus on the complete development of our student. We make sure that you become what we call a master learner, in a way that you are just kind of learning to learn about everything as you possibly can within your program. We like to embrace diversity, and we value community as much as possible as well. You can see some of the statistics on the bottom left there, just about what our campus and community is about. As I mentioned, we embrace diversity. That's one of the big things that we do at Lewis, is that we like to make sure that everything is diverse, involved, and inclusive for all of our students. As I mentioned, we do have smaller class sizes. This, once again, allows you to have a personal connection with your professors. You learn everything from your professor. There's no teaching assistants or grad assistants within the classrooms. You learn everything from the professor who has real life experience within the field. About 70% of our professors hold the highest degree within their field. And we also offer a lot of hands-on learning for our students. And this depends completely on which program that you want to go into, how really you are going to experience that hands-on learning. If you're going into maintenance, you of course are working with the maintenance materials, the gears, the tools, everything like that. If you're looking to be in aviation, you're flying the plane, you're getting that hands-on experience as early as possible, no matter what program that you go into. So we do offer a lot of different resources for the students as well. So as you can kind of see here, we have free academic services, which kind of come into the realm of tutoring, learning services, mentoring, advising, free career services, which helps you develop before you plan to pursue your career after you graduate. We do have a 95% placement rate for our students getting jobs 6 months after they graduate within their field. So that's a very high number. If you break it down even more, within our colleges, it's 90% or higher for almost all of our colleges that we do offer. We also do have a honors program, a success scholars program, if you need a little bit more assistance in transitioning from high school to college, we have that here for you. And we also just started a first gen flyer program. This way, if you're a first generation student, it's a mentor program. So this way you have additional resources to connect with people or other students that were in the same boat as you. That way you don't feel that you're alone. You have resources, you have us, you have these other students to help you through that. We do have 80 plus majors and minors. Our top majors are aviation, business, computer science, criminal justice, psychology, and nursing. We have a wide variety of different programs here. Like I mentioned, we have 80 plus. There's a lot of different things that you could be doing. Another big one is also education. We have education courses at Lewis as well, along with biology and physics and engineering as well. As I mentioned, 90% of the classes have fewer than 30 students within your classroom. Those are primarily your gen ed courses. So whenever you start getting more into your major specific courses, the classes get even smaller as well. This way you are engaged. You're able to make those connections with your professors, especially for later on when you're looking for hands-on experience, such as internships, jobs, research opportunities. These professors come in handy. They really want to make sure that you are succeeding, and they will help you in any kind of way that they can. They do have the ability to write letters of recommendation for you later on, but that just depends on how much of a connection you have with them. Aside from academics, we have a lot of different clubs and organizations for you to be involved with on campus. There's a lot of different things to just do on the Lewis campus, making sure that you are involved as much as possible, and you're not just coming just to take classes, go back to your room, restart the day. We want to make sure that you're involved, you're hanging out with other students on campus, and you're just being able to plainly just be involved as much as possible. So we try to make as many opportunities for you in order to be involved on campus and give back to the community in some kind of way. We also do have Division II sports. So it's just another opportunity if you are interested in playing at the varsity level. You have that opportunity here as well. I always recommend reaching out to the coaches as soon as possible just to see if there's a spot for you on the team, So if you're interested in that, feel free to get involved with that and reach out to your potential new coach. We do have 14 different residence halls here on campus. Gives you an opportunity to meet other students within the residence halls. 60% of our incoming freshmen do live on campus as well. One big thing that I want to touch on is that we did go test optional moving forward from now on. Due to this pandemic, we found that it's just a lot more helpful for students to be a test optional school. So that's what we have decided to do moving forward, is that we will be test optional moving forward from this year on. All of my information is right here. In case you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, send me an email, but you can also either find us on Instagram or a new app called Zemi, where you get to connect with other students that are interested in Lewis as well.
All right, awesome. And we will pass it over to our next school, Western Michigan University.
Awesome. Thank you. Let's go ahead and share. All right, thank you everyone for joining me this evening. My name is Kate and I am an admission counselor at Western Michigan University. I am also a very proud alum, so I'm thrilled to talk to you guys today about how you can pursue, thrive, and prosper at WMU. So WMU was founded in 1903 as a teacher's college. Since then, we have grown to be a mid-sized university with just over 21,000 students. Even though we are a mid-sized university, we offer big school opportunities and a smaller school attention. That smaller school attention is our 16-to-1 student to faculty ratio. Our average class sizes are about 32 students, and we have over 150 majors for you to choose from. So there is something for just about everyone. So let's talk a little bit more about academics, right? That's the important thing. We have nationally ranked programs in every single one of our academic colleges on campus. Those programs are like audiology, occupational therapy, jazz, supply chain management. The list goes on and on about all the great things we do at Western. We are a top tier national research university, according to US News and World Report. Our students are doing that hands-on research as an undergrad. They are working with big names like Starbucks and Apple, developing these new programs and products. So you are really getting that hands-on experience here at Western. We can talk a little bit about campus community as well. So what's it like to live on campus as a Bronco? So we have over 300 student organizations. Those range from the professional major-based ones to more social groups. Rumor has it we have a squirrel watching student organization, and that just cracks me up. We also have over 30 fraternity and sorority things that you can get involved with as well. We have academic supports like the Writing Center, which you guessed it, helps you with writing, or our Bronco Study Zone, which is staffed with tutors, free for you to use as a student. Also free for you as a student are our sporting events. There is so much you can do on campus. So really just get involved. So where is this taking place? Kalamazoo is where we are located, Southwest Michigan. To Illinois folk, we really aren't a big city with just over 300,000 people living in Kalamazoo. It is just an eclectic, perfect size town, I think, for college. We made a BuzzFeed list, one of the top 15 of top cities for 20 something. So that's something to brag about. But we have so many great opportunities for students downtown, whether it's museums, art galleries, we have restaurants and breweries, so much fun stuff going on. We're also just about a 30-minute drive from Lake Michigan. So if you're a beach fan, there you go. You can spend your sunny days there. If you're into sports, like winter sports, we have ski resorts not too far away either. So there really is something for everyone to do in Kalamazoo. So how do you get here? How do you become a Bronco? With the application process, there are two different ways you can do it. So you can do the Gold Gateway, which is Western's app specifically, or you can apply via the Common app. Doesn't matter which one you choose. They ask the same questions, they have the same requirements, and they get reviewed by the same people. We also require official transcripts to be sent in for the decision. And we too are test optional. With COVID, we know that it wasn't necessarily to get those tests taken or whatever happened. You can still submit test scores and we will only use them if it's going to benefit you. All right, so since we were kind of short on time today, I just wanted to also throw this slide in where you can learn more about WMU. So if you go to our website at wmich.edu, you go to the admissions section, there is a whole virtual page where you can sign up for academic college info sessions. So you can attend just like an aviation focused presentation or our College of Health and Human Services. All of our colleges do it, right? You can go to a lunchtime live, talk with current students. You can also meet current students in our admissions Q&As, which happen every day with admissions counselors like myself and student ambassadors. So there are a lot of ways for you to learn about Western, and I really hope you take advantage of those. We also welcome you to come to campus. We are doing in-person tours with every precaution in place for COVID. We want everyone to stay as safe as possible. So visit our website to book that as well. You also have a virtual option if you are not able to come to campus. So keep that in mind. We have an app where you can just guide yourself around campus, and it's really cool that is also available on our website. All right, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed learning about Western Michigan University today. If you have any questions on how to become a Bronco or what programs we offer, feel free to reach out to me. I put my email here on the slide. And yeah, thank you. And as I always say, it's a great day to be a Bronco.
Awesome, thank you. And our last but not least, we will turn it over to Syracuse University. And just as a reminder for our students who are joining us, that Q&A feature is live throughout the entire presentation. So feel free to drop in those questions. I see some of you are already using that, but I just wanted to put in that simple reminder there.
Great. Well, thank you. So my name is April Lynch. I'm an Associate Director of Admission here at Syracuse University. Very excited to be here tonight. I would love to share a bit about Syracuse with you. So you can reach us by plane, train, or car if you're coming from the greater Chicago area. The Amtrak out of Union Station goes right to campus, as well as flights out of both O'Hare and Midway. The drive is a bit long, but you can do it if you'd like to do that also. We have a 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio. Our average class size is about 15 students, or actually about 26 students, and 60% of our classes are 20 or fewer. We are trying to keep those class sizes down. About a third of our students enter into our College of Arts and Sciences. We are a liberally arts-based institution, so we encourage you to take those classes as well. And about 250,000 alumni around the world who want to do fantastic things with you guys as you come in as students. As you can see, we have 9 different undergraduate academic colleges here on campus. So we are very well known for many of our offerings. Many of our programs are in the top 5, 10, 15 in the country. We'd love to have you join us in some of those. We're very well known for our broadcast and digital journalism majors, our sports management and sports analytics, social work, marketing, things like that. Now, campus itself, our students come because they want to enjoy and engage everything that we have to offer. Obviously, being in upstate New York, we do have some snow up there, but don't worry, we know how to manage it, just like many of the other colleges here tonight. But what we do encourage is our students to engage while they're on campus. And we have integrated academic and career advising offices in each academic college for you to really connect and find some internship experience or job shadowing experience in your field. Our average student probably has 1 to 2 internships before they graduate, but our most engaged students may have 5, 6, 7. It is really up to you how engaged you want to be, although we do really encourage you, try at least 1, if not 2, before you graduate. We are a Research 1 institution, and we encourage all of our first-year students, if you are interested in this, let us know. Go to our undergraduate research office and let them know that you want to be part of this. Some examples here tonight that we have up on the screen. We have Nikita Chatterjee, public health major, and Brianna Howard in econ. They actually wanted to work with waterborne illnesses in India. So they developed a SARI that has a water filtration system built into it to help people in that country with this problem. We also have students, you see another one there, she's working in, Amanda Luke is a biotech major. She's working on insulin and how it affects the development of egg cells. So we're looking at different types of insulins that can be used for diabetes treatments, injections, things like that. So really looking to see how we can help others with some of this. And again, be part of that. We'd love to have you join us in these areas. And if you want to study abroad, we have a fantastic study abroad program. Over 100 programs in 60 countries around the world. We have campuses in London, Florence, Madrid, Strasbourg, Santiago, and a couple other places. These are full-time campuses. So at any point you can go there, you can study, take classes, all those classes transfer back in. We have over 100 other world partners where you can go and do that full immersion study abroad, speak the language of the country, really get excited in that in-depth program that you'd like. Long-term, short-term, whatever works with your schedule, we would love to make it happen. Now, of course, I'm throwing in a big basketball picture. This, of course, was taken before the pandemic, so no one's wearing masks. But we are Division I athletics. Our dome is amazing. It's so fantastic to just hear everybody screaming and chanting and cheering as the athletic teams do their things. But we also have over 300 clubs, athletics, and organizations. We want you to be involved when you come to campus. So please take a look, dive in, see what's out there. This is part of your college experience. This is why one of the reasons that you're going to be going to college is to see what's out there, to try these new experiences. And if you try something and you don't like it, that's okay, right? You tried something. Move on to the next thing and see what else is out there. You never know what you're going to enjoy until you try it. There are many different activities going on campus, and I'll kind of fly through some of these here. Barn Center at the Arch, our new activity center. They have esports, rock climbing walls. The Shine Student Center just opened on the 20th. We also have living learning communities, and we encourage you guys to look at those. Be part of our Forever Orange network, though. So as you come in and you are looking at joining us, know that our alumni are there to support you. How to join the Orange family? We are a member of the Common Application, so if you're looking to apply, that's the way to do it. Early decision is for those students who know this is it, this is where I want to be. Regular decision is for those students who want a little bit more time to make their decision. We are test optional for fall of 2022, so if you are a junior right now, we just announced that we're test optional. We do personal interviews, so if you would like to sit and chat and make a little bit, get to know us a little bit better, let us get to know you, we'd love to have you sign up for those. Those will start in summer of your senior year. Then merit scholarships, financial aid, we encourage you to look at all of those. And I'm going to throw up my information on here, and I will also place it in the chat box. Thanks for having me tonight.
All right. Awesome job, everyone. Thank you so much for taking time out of your nights and sharing a little bit more information about your individual institutions. And we have about 2 minutes left or so. We came right down to the wire here. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask either a specific university or a specific representative, please put those in the Q&A box at the bottom of your screen. And they will be able to reach out to you directly, or if it's a general question, we can just answer it aloud here. So if our reps will just kind of hang out for the next minute or so to see if we have any last minute questions. I see there's a few in there. And then we can wrap up and conclude tonight's event. Awesome. So I think all of them have been claimed / answered. I think we're okay. So I will shut it down. I didn't want to cut anyone off as they were typing there, but I will conclude tonight's webinar. And if you have specific questions for a representative or a specific institution, you can always reach out to their office directly. So thank you all for taking time out of your evenings, and we will hopefully be in touch, and stay safe, everyone.